This is the Footbonaut, one of only 4 in the world. It fires balls from every angle and at different speeds, testing player skills with rapid-fire precision.
Stay safe.
You stay safe because I'm not accurate. I'm not ready. Nobody discusses this with me. Oh my god, I cannot, it's too fast. Okay, cannot, it's very pain. Why am I in Dortmund and doing this, hurting myself? Only so I would know just what this Singaporean playing in the German Football League is going through. I'm Rozz, a self-confessed travel junkie. This time, I'm packing my bags to discover the stories of extraordinary Singaporeans abroad. They're all masters of their craft. We're gonna turn this into reality and creating waves overseas.
You want to do the honors to open up?
After a flight to Düsseldorf and an hour-long drive, I'm heading to Dortmund, a city in Western Germany. At 280 square kilometers, Dortmund is less than half the size of Singapore. It may be a small city, but Dortmund is big on one thing. This is home to Germany's #2 football club, Borussia Dortmund. And my fixer for this trip is Christiana Zahn, a freelance news and sports producer. Where can I find Borussia Dortmund fans here in this town?
They're everywhere. Look here, there's flags here, BVB flags. I mean, the city is really proud of it. Everybody just knows Dortmund because of BVB.
Founded in 1909, Borussia Dortmund, or BVB as I'm told, is renowned for the extremely loyal and passionate fan base. Competing in Germany's top football league, the Bundesliga, BVB frequently challenges Bayern Munich for the Bundesliga title each year. The city's support for Borussia Dortmund, their home team, is obvious. It's like everywhere. I see people hang flags and even graffiti on public infrastructure in support of their home team. But everything I've seen and heard so far is about the BVB men's team. So we know they support football in Dortmund, but we want to see if they know the women's team and, more importantly, if they know our girl, Danelle. Hi! So here I am at the Strobel's Beer Garden. Thousands of fans gather here for food and drinks before every game. Hi guys! I'm from Singapore. Do you know that the Borussia Dortmund team has a female team?
Yes. We know that they are going from league to league.
Do you know that there's a Singaporean by the name of Danelle in the team?
Yeah, that's alright, yeah.
That's amazing!
I thought it must be somebody from Asia.
Do you know that there's an Asian player in the team?
No, sorry.
Of the 12 fans I spoke to here, only one has heard of Danelle.
Singapore's first female footballer to play in Europe is now set to join one of the biggest names in world football, Borussia Dortmund.
This aspiring footballer even has our new Prime Minister Lawrence Wong cheering her on via Instagram. Wow, look at that. So how on earth did you get to play for this club in Germany?
So the Dortmund's office in Singapore, they reached out to me and they had this opportunity of joining the Dortmund women's team, and I was really excited, and so I made the trip in February of 2023 and I had a trial with this team. The coach liked me, I liked the team, and that's how we signed.
I tell my friends I'm coming here to meet you, that 20-year-old girl that's playing for Borussia Dortmund. They were like, oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge moment of honor and pride for me. But while the Dortmund men's team is very well established, they're playing in the Bundesliga, the women's team is still very young. There's 7 levels of women's football in Germany, and the 7th tier is the lowest tier, and so that's where a new club start off, and then each year as you win and you get promoted to the next league, and then you sort of climb the ranks, and then hopefully you reach the Bundesliga, which is the top league in Germany. Borussia Dortmund are playing in the 5th tier right now.
What are you training for today exactly?
We have 24 games in the league this season. We've played 22 and we haven't lost any. Monday we're playing our last home game. We still have to make sure that we're staying on top of things and we're going to keep our unbeaten streak.
How often do you train?
So we train with the teams Monday, Wednesday, Friday with games on the weekend. But I usually do my own trainings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, about 5 times a week training with a game on the weekend.
That is crazy, like a typical Asian person, huh? Must be like one up. Danelle's been a star since her Singapore days, debuting at 14 with the women's national team. She scored a last-minute goal in her 2019 ASEAN Cup debut, becoming Singapore's youngest scorer and the 5th youngest globally. What position does Danelle play?
Danelle plays in the midfield, yes, it's behind the striker. So she can connect from defense to the offense.
So how does she compare to the other midfielders?
Danelle can play with both feet, that's quite good. It's not normal to play with both feet, so Danelle can do it. Wenn man beidfüßig ist, dann hat man einfach den Vorteil, dass man mit beiden Füßen spielen kann. Man muss sich nicht so positionieren, dass man auf den starken Fuß spielt, sondern man kann sich so positionieren, okay, wie es für jemanden am besten ist. Okay, Mädels, hört zu. Heute war ein bisschen Spaß angesagt. 2 Leute hier blicken lassen würden. Anschlusszeit ist relativ spät. Und der Gegner hat auch noch nicht ganz so richtig zugesagt oder abgesagt. Ja.
The training is already intense and tough, but to make it more intense, it's done entirely in German.
Ja, die Gerüchteküche brodelt da so ein bisschen entsprechend, aber sofern das stattfindet, wäre cool, wenn ein paar hier sind. Ansonsten gehen wir Freitag unsere letzte Einheit, habt ihr jetzt Feierabend und dann bis Freitag.
Oh my goodness! That was nuts, man. Not only were you were training in German. Oh, that made it like extra intense. How did you overcome that?
You know what, Rozz? Come by my apartment tomorrow and I'll show you how I picked it up.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Hello! Welcome to my apartment.
What a space.
Yeah.
I've been to Germany a few times before. All the biggest cities like Berlin, Munich. I've never had a language issue over there because a lot of them speak English.
Yeah.
But here in Dortmund, German seems to be a key language here.
Yes.
Is that like a little bit of a struggle for you?
Definitely when I first came in, I mean, all my trainings are done in German. Everything is in German. And you can't ask anyone because they all speak German. But I've been doing German classes, and so that's been really helpful.
What are these in German? Like motivational notes or?
The biggest struggle for me was my vocabulary.
Right.
So when I came here, like there were so many words that I didn't know and I didn't understand. And so the first thing that I had to do was really expand it as big as possible. And so
You even have like little drawings next to it.
yeah, I would test myself. I would sort of have a visual representation of something to jog my memory in case I forget.
How do you get into football?
So I actually started playing when I was 6 years old. I have 2 brothers, so they were playing at a club, JSSLFC, and just a really small club where you can start learning how to play. So one Saturday I asked my parents whether I could join them.
So at what point did you decide, okay, I want to work towards playing professionally?
In 2018, I actually had a training stint with Ajax, and so I went to Holland to train. And then I also watched a game, and that was my first game that I watched live of women's football. And it showed me that, you know, this could be a job. But there is no professional league in Singapore for women, so it's not possible in Singapore. So at the start of 2022, moved to London. I spent a year and a half there and did my A-levels there. I played for a club called London Bees, so they're a 3rd division club. And then in July of 2023, I made the step here.
Are you continuing your education here in Germany?
So no, I actually gave up a scholarship offer in the US to come and play for Borussia Dortmund. And yeah, that wasn't a decision to be taken lightly. But I think the thing is that you can always study later. The lifespan of an athlete is only so short, and so it's, yeah, to make the most of it.
Danelle is showing me where she goes for German language classes 4 times a week.
So, good morning everyone. We will start with simple sentences. We're going to start with the question words, wie, wo and woher. And the first question would be, wie heißt du? So,
me? I'm the first one that gets picked.
yeah.
The blue is what I will say, right?
Correct.
Ich bin Rozz.
Correct. The second question would be, wie ist Ihr Name? It's basically the same question, what is your name? Germans are a bit complicated, they need many questions for the same. 22 Jahre alt. He is 22 years old. Thanks everyone, class has come to an end. Okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Danke, danke. With that, it was time to relax my brain over lunch. Wow, this place is really cute.
I usually come here after my matches sometimes with friends or my parents. So yeah, it's been a comfort place.
Wow.
Thank you. This bruschetta is one of the best.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 siblings. Older brother, younger brother, and younger sister.
Does everyone play football?
Just me and my younger brother. So my younger brother actually plays for SPL, Singapore Premier League club, Balestier Khalsa.
So back in Singapore, do your parents go to your matches?
Yeah, my dad especially tries to make it to all our matches.
What about now, like when you're in Dortmund?
They do come quite often, and it's always nice to have them in the stands. But my first home game, I scored hat-tricks. They weren't there. I mean, it was a bit sad.
And how often do you talk to your parents when you're here? Do you like get homesick and all that?
I try to call them every day.
Singapore is like 6 hours ahead, right? I think your parents should be awake now still. You
Yeah.
give them a call?
I think my whole family's awake.
Hi,
Hey everyone!
Merrick, you're the brother that plays football as well.
Correct. Yeah.
So do you think you're the better player or is she the better player?
Oh yeah, definitely me.
And we have the prize for you and Nell.
Yeah.
Papa will tell you.
We're gonna come and watch your last home game.
Oh, so nice. So nice to have you guys here.
Nice meeting you all.
My last live football match was in 2017, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea in Singapore. I mean, it was epic, but I haven't gone to another since.
Hey Ross, so it's match day today. About 2 hours to the match and it's filled.
And here we are at the men's final home game for the season, where Borussia Dortmund faces Darmstadt, the team currently at the bottom of the league. Over 80,000 fans in yellow, backing their home team, Borussia Dortmund.
Do you get the same amount of energy and support in your games?
I mean, we don't get as many fans as this, but the support for women has been increasing. We just actually hit 4,700 on our last game, and that was a record for the BVB Women.
Why do you think there's lesser support for the women's side?
Yeah, I mean, the women's side is still very young. We're only 3 years old, and we're not professional yet.
Yeah, so professional is when you make enough money that you can live by just playing the sport. It's like a job. But right now, we're not being paid yet, we're not professional yet.
So like the team does not even cover your transport, your food or whatever. We do get a gas card, but because I don't use the car, I smoke for training, so I don't benefit from that.
Okay, so you're not professional.
Yeah.
Not being paid. So how do you get professional?
So the first Bundesliga for the women are all fully professional. Some of the teams in the second Bundesliga are as well. So as we climb the leagues, we hope to become professional.
Yeah, but even though I'm not a pro yet, I'm still training as hard as I can to become a pro, and I'm training like a pro. So yeah, I'll bring you along tomorrow.
Okay.
Do I need to bring anything for myself? Yeah, bring some football shoes and your kit.
This, my friends, is the rare Footbonaut facility, one of only 4 in the world. Borussia Dortmund were the first to use it as part of their training regimen, and Danelle comes here every week to train.
Hey Rozz, so this is the Footbonaut. This is where we come to work on our technique.
This place is giving me Squid Game vibes.
Yeah, this is the famous Footbonaut. It's used for the skills development, first touch, pass and shooting.
Where's a safe place to stand here?
You can stay out of the circle.
Danelle, counting on you, huh? Whoa, it's fast.
Now no bouncing.
Whoa! Oh my God, move. Watch your head, watch your head, watch your head, watch your head.
So this is how it works. The Footbonaut shoots balls at speeds of up to a maximum of 100 kilometers per hour. Perfect for players who want to practice their ball control. Balls are launched out randomly, and players must shoot them into lit targets fast and precise.
Oh man, that is amazing! Well done, girl! How does this training contribute to your performance on the field?
I think it really helps you because you have to always scan and look where the goal is. You have to constantly be aware of your surroundings, which really converts into the game as well.
Even the young players train here, from under 9 to the pros.
Oh my God, but the key word for me is like, under 9s.
Yes, under 9.
Train here as well. And while it's a privilege to have access to this facility, have you ever thought of giving up at any point?
I think especially since I'm here away from home, it sometimes can get a lot lonelier. And I think I've been very, very grateful to find a very good group of friends that really helped me in assimilating into the culture.
I would really love to meet your friends.
Sure, we should do a picnic.
Picnic?
Yeah.
In Dortmund? When the skies are so grey? Okay, if you say can, we can.
Danelle does cook for herself pretty often, but her busy schedule means she has never cooked for her friends before.
Yeah.
But now, with an extra pair of hands, we're whipping up a storm.
Hello!
Hi! Kimchi fried rice, gyoza. So I am Jordanian Palestinian. So I brought hummus.
So I got an Ivar thing. It's called Ivar in Macedonian.
Okay, wait, so the three of you are like the only expats in the team?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What else do you do outside of like football training?
I actually help athletes from Europe get a scholarship in the US to play college soccer in the US.
What?
Yeah.
And what about you?
DHL, driving, delivering packages and stuff.
When you go professional, what are you hoping to get out of it?
I just want the same respect as the men's do. I'd be on taking the train and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm decked out in BVB. It's like nobody really cares about the women, and I just honestly kind of just want the same respect.
Even though we are putting in the same amount of work, and so many of the players on our team are, working a full-time job outside. They're studying full-time, whereas the men can just focus on playing football. And so that's the hope, and that's why we want to play professionally as well.
So today is match day. Danelle's parents just touched down in Dortmund. Danelle's team, Borussia Dortmund Women's, is playing its final home game against VfL Bochum. Winning this would mean they've won every single home game played this season.
Hey guys!
Hey, Rozz!
Your flight!
Yeah?
Good
to see you.
Nice to see you in person.
My parents.
Oh. How often do you guys travel here to watch Danelle?
4 or 5 times already since she moved to Dortmund. Most of the home games are all screened, so I do manage to catch that.
You guys seem like the most relaxed, super easygoing, supportive Asian parents. But I would say for a lot of Singaporean parents, this is like shocking that they will let their daughter skip school in favor of pursuing her passion. What has that been like for you?
I struggled. I mean, when she was primary 4, I think, I remembered she says, I want to do professional. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I think that the struggle was more that she would have to leave and she's not going to be home. And she was really pursuing different passions that are not typical of a girl. It was a journey. It took me a while to fully release her.
I can't fathom why Singapore parents haven't come round to the fact that sports is actually very beneficial to education, to careers and things like that.
So what other ways Are you guys supporting Danelle in her journey?
The biggest support she'll receive is the whole emotional and mental support. I mean, she is stopping studying, so the amount of money we're putting aside for her education can also be used to fund this.
I'm here for Danelle's final home game for the season. Home girl's gonna win. Woohoo! Danelle! All right, so Manu just scored. How amazing was that? In the previous game with the same opponent, Borussia Dortmund women's team scored 2-0, and Danelle's hope for this game is for them to exceed the number of goals. All right, I think she's made her mark already. It's already more than 2-0 from the last game, so goal achieved. All right. Oh, Danelle! 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 Woo! Oh! Almost! Oh my God! 5-0. And so we've reached full time. It's 5-0 to the Borussia Dortmund female team. Unfortunately, our girl Danelle didn't score a goal, but she was quite a beast on the field. Now, Daddy post-match download.
I think she played really well. There was this moment where she took the ball down and, you know, a little bit more luck, she could have put the ball into the net.
That was so I did the hard part. That was why I was so annoyed, because taking the ball down with my chest and I literally put it on a plate for myself. And that was the hard part. And then finishing, and I was like, ah.
To be fair, the goalkeeper did really well. You see the standard of goalkeepers in Germany are very high.
They're literal walls.
Yeah,
concrete walls.
yeah, massive.
That can jump.
Yeah.
The question, what will it take for you to come back to play for Singapore?
And even though I'm playing at Dortmund now, I still, go back to play for the national team. I'm always very proud to be Singaporean, always. Every time I put on the Singapore jersey, so it's a huge moment of pride for me. We're currently ranked 137. Yeah, that's the goal, to really climb the ranks and become a better national team.
Cheers to that. Cheers. Cheers.